Good morning, gardeners. All right, so I feel like we have a special video today, and what we're doing is we are going to graft avocados. I have a rootstock that I have secured. This right here is from my compost. I put down a seed. It decided to jump up, but I don't know how good this avocado is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare this cutting that I got yesterday for free, and I'm going to sanitize my equipment with 70% alcohol. Because we don't want to spread any fungus or bacteria that could potentially contaminate the graft. So what I'm doing is going to be pretty easy. You don't need special tools. If you have some pruners, that's good. All I'm using is a utility knife. Brand new blade. Wipe it off with the alcohol. Get it nice and clean. Because we are doing surgery. Plant surgery is surgery. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Now that we're cleaned up, all we need is 4 things. I have grafting tape. I have my scion, my rootstock, and my utility knife. It's simple. It's easy. All we're going to do is chop it, splice it, and stick it in. We're ready to go. So what I want to do is find an area that is about the same thickness of my scion. Right about there. I'm going to take my clean shears. Actually, we're going to do this differently. We're going to go right above the scion, or the bottom of the leaf. This is for avocados. Every scion needs a different type of care. And I'm going to remove all of the leaves. This is going to allow the moisture to stay within the graft and make it more likely to be successful. So we're gonna leave these on so that we're able to get a node to pop through somewhere on here. So I want to remove this old piece, so now it's nice and fresh. This is from yesterday, but they dry out. And now that that is removed, I'm going to cut a V with my very sharp knife. So the goal here is to get this very thin at the bottom and even at the top, so that the cambium layers can line up, so that the energy from the rootstock can go into the scion. I'm going to take some aloe and put it on our boo-boo. Now that the scion is ready, just going to match it up to the thickness of the rootstock. We're going to do a cleft graft. Oh, that hurt. But we didn't want that one anyways. And we're going to go about 50%, not quite 50, but close enough. And just cut straight down into the rootstock by rocking your knife back and forth. It's not perfect, doesn't need to be. And inserting the scion, let me put some on boo-boo. A little bit more never hurt nobody. Keep it juicy. And just insert that right into a little sharper. So you want it to be very sharp so that it's able to sit in the groove as best as possible. This is going to increase your success rate. Lining up the scion with both sides so that the cambium aligns and the sap is able to flow into the scion as easy as possible. Now your grafting tape, take a little piece, break it, and just a light stretch. We're just going to stretch it out just a little bit. We want to make this not too pliable, but you know, we want to do it properly. And I'm terrible with this grafting tape, I'm not going to lie. But you don't have to be perfect. Because fortunately, this is very easy, and I think I just contaminated that, so we're going to take a smaller piece. Alright, get another piece of fresh, uncontaminated grafting tape. Stretch it out. And it sticks to itself. So you got to be very careful with it. I probably should have removed some of these weeds in this pot, but I didn't. So we're here now. holding the scion to keep it secure exactly where it needs to be. And I'm tightly wrapping it around and around the grafting site. Back down. I'm keeping it tight, but I'm not, it's not something that needs to be super tight. I'm going to keep this in a protected area so it won't get wet. So it should be watertight if you're going to leave it out in the open. But this one doesn't necessarily have to be. Wrap it around a few more times because there's some extra. Spin it. That's the trick to making it tie easier. Loop it through. I'm trying to do this as gently as possible because I don't want to move the scion placement so that the graft is exactly where it was when I started taping it. Alright, that looks good to me. And then the next step is actually take this old tape that I contaminated and wrap up the graft. Oh, I'm sorry, wrap up the scion so that moisture stays within it. We don't want it to dry out. If it dries out, the success rate plummets. Wrap it up like yesterday's sandwich because you want it to stay nice and moist. So this avocado graft is gonna cost me about $5. The parafilm and a new set of blades for my my utility knife. You don't need a grafting knife. A utility knife is going to be plenty sharp, and it's not beveled like a grafting knife is, but you're still able to make a nice flat cut, which is what you need to heighten the rate of success. Wrapping it all the way up to the tip. Secure it. And there we have it. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. its new home so that it can be happy. Over here I have an in-ground mango that I have grafted this about a week ago, a little over a week. It's nice and green and healthy still, looking good. And we'll give you guys an update once that progresses. Thank you for coming and have a great day.